Hello. This is Corrine from the North Balfour Library with Lakeland Library Region, and welcome to Soothing Stories and Stretches. Our Soothing Stories and Stretches are going to look slightly different. I've injured my shoulder and I'm not allowed to do any yoga poses, so my good friend Yvonne will demonstrate the yoga poses for us tonight. Downward facing dog. Lay down on your belly with your hands by your chest. Then lift your bum up into the air. Make an upside down V shape with your body while breathing deep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cat pose. Get down onto all fours, then round and arch your back to look like a cat while breathing deep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Yvonne. That was wonderful. And just like normal, we are going to do our deep breathing before we do our story. So sit up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth with the sparkly blue background. Ready? I hope that has helped to relax and calm you. Tonight, I'll tell a version of a Chinese folktale about 4 dragons. Once upon a time, a long time ago, when the world was still new, there were no rivers and lakes on Earth, but only the Eastern Sea, in which lived 4 dragons. The long dragon, the yellow dragon, the black dragon, and the pearl dragon. One day, the 4 dragons flew from the sea into the sky. They soared and they dived, playing hide and seek in the clouds. "Come over quickly!" the pearl dragon cried out suddenly. "What's up?" asked the other 3, looking down in the direction where the pearl dragon pointed. On the earth, they saw many people putting out fruits and cakes and burning incense sticks. They were praying. A white-haired woman, kneeling on the ground with a thin boy on her back, muttered, "Please send rain quickly, God of heaven, to give our children rice to eat." For there had been no rain for a long time. The crops withered, the grass turned yellow, and fields cracked under the scorching sun. "How poor the people are," said the yellow dragon, "and they will die if it doesn't rain soon." The long dragon nodded. Then he suggested, "Let's go and beg the Jade Emperor for rain." So saying, he leapt into the clouds. The others followed closely, and flew towards the heavenly palace. Being in charge of all of the affairs in heaven and earth and in the sea, the Jade Emperor was very powerful. He was not pleased to see the dragons come rushing in. "Why do you come here instead of staying in the sea and behaving yourselves?" The long dragon stepped forward and said, "The crops on earth are withering and dying, Your Majesty. I beg you to send rain down quickly." "All right, you go back first. I'll send some rain down tomorrow." The Jade Emperor pretended to agree while listening to the songs of the fairies. The 4 dragons responded, "Thank you, Your Majesty." The dragons went happily back. But 10 days passed, and not a single drop of rain came down. The people suffered more, some eating bark, some grass roots, some forced to eat white clay when they ran out of bark and grass roots. Seeing this, the 4 dragons felt very sorry, for they knew the Jade Emperor only cared about pleasure and never took the people to heart. They could only rely on themselves to relieve the people of their miseries. But how? Seeing the vast sea, the long dragon said that he had an idea. "What is it? Out with it quickly!" the other 3 demanded. "Look, is there not plenty of water in the sea where we live? We should scoop it up and spray it towards the sky. The water will be like raindrops and come down and save the people and their crops," said the long dragon. "Good idea," said the others as they clapped their hands. "But," said the long dragon after thinking a bit, "we will be blamed if the Jade Emperor learns of this." "I will do anything to save the people," the yellow dragon said resolutely. "Then let's begin. We will never regret it," said the long dragon. The black dragon and the pearl dragon were not to be outdone. They flew to the sea, scooped up water in their mouths, and then flew back into the sky, where they sprayed the water out over the earth. The 4 dragons flew back and forth, making the sky dark all around. Before long, the seawater became rain pouring down from the sky. "It's raining! It's raining! The crops will be saved!" the people cried and leapt with joy. On the ground, the wheat stalks raised their heads, and the shoreham stalks straightened up. The god of the sea discovered these events and reported them to the Jade Emperor. "How dare the 4 dragons bring rain without my permission?" said the Jade Emperor. He was enraged and ordered the heavenly generals and their troops to arrest the 4 dragons. Being far outnumbered, the dragons could not defend themselves, and they were soon arrested and brought back to the heavenly palace. "Go and get 4 mountains to lay upon them so they can never escape," the Jade Emperor ordered the mountain god. The mountain god used his magic power to make 4 mountains fly there, whistling through the air from afar, and pressed them down upon the 4 dragons. Imprisoned as they were, they never regretted their actions. Determined to do good for the people forever, they turned themselves into 4 rivers which flowed past high mountains and deep valley, crossing the land from the west to the east, and then finally emptying into the sea. And so, China's 4 great rivers were formed. The
黑龙河
Black Dragon in the far north, the
黄河
Yellow River in central China, the
长江 Yangtze
or Long River further south, and the
珠江
Pearl in the far south. The end. Did you guys like that story? Let's go over to Yvonne for one more yoga pose, and then we'll do our deep breathing. Butterfly pose. While sitting down, put the flats of your feet together, then put your hands on your feet. Your legs and your arms make the butterfly wings. Gently move them while breathing deep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.